Hello and welcome to the afternoon markets update from Nirmal. I'm Dadia. Clearly, you have seen benchmark indices which are declining in trade, pretty much trading at the day's lowest levels. In fact, they've gone ahead and extended the decline for a third consecutive session. Nifty and Sensex down almost around 8 tenths to 9 tenths of a percent right now. In fact, Nifty did slip below that 11,950 in trade, and this is after breaking the crucial psychological support levels of 12,000. In fact, if you see in terms of Nifty 12,200 call option, the premium has fallen almost around 63% on this front. So this is an important factor to watch out for. And you have Bank Nifty, which is down almost over 350 points in trade. So again, it's the third or the fourth consecutive session where we are seeing a drag that is coming in from the financial names as we speak. Broader markets, the cuts are even deeper. In fact, they're clearly underperforming the benchmark indices in trade. And on the sectoral front, you have 10 out of the 11 sectors on NSE which are trading lower. In fact, the only one that's shining strong is the media space, and that's mainly on the back of consolidation of Network 18, Hathway, as well as Den. So that is one of the reasons why Nifty Media is still holding on to gains. However, you have PSU Bank Index, which is the best performer, followed by metals, telecom, power. All of these counters and sectors have been trading in the negative. Clearly, overall, if you go to see, the trend continues to remain slightly negative. The setup continues to remain slightly negative in today's session, and the sentiment has also remained dampened. And this is after Moody's Investor Services has gone ahead and slashed India's GDP growth forecast to almost around 5.4% for 2020 and 5.8% for 2021, and this is down from its previous projections of almost around 6.6% and 6.7% respectively. And the reason why they've done this is mainly on the expectation of a slower economic recovery. Taking global cues as well, they've also remained pretty much shabby right now with Asian markets because they've been trading mostly in the red, and this is on the back of the warning that we've received from Apple, who said that the revenue guidance for the March quarter is going to be weaker than what the expectation was on the back of coronavirus. Let's quickly take a look in terms of individual stocks now. Overall, if you see in terms of Nifty 50 as well as the gainers and losers, on Nifty 50 you have Z Entertainment, the top gainer, up almost around 1.5%, followed by BPCL, GAIL, Cipla, Infosys, Bajaj Finserv, as well as Tech Mahindra. These are the ones which are still gaining in trade. On the losing front, if you see on Nifty 50, a couple of counters, again, if you take the sectors into consideration, it's mainly coming in from the banking space. It is coming in. So you have Yes Bank, the top loser today, down almost 8.5%. So the kind of gains that we'd seen during last week on Yes Bank, those gains have been given up. Bharti Infratel continues the downtake. Tata Motors, NTPC, IndusInd Bank, Tata Steel, as well as Bharti Airtel. These are few of the top losers on Nifty 50. Moving away from this, if you see in terms of the broader markets, especially BSE 500, Hathway Cable, TV18, again, both of these counters, 12 to 20% is the kind of gains. Divan Housing Finance, you have J&K Bank, as well as VMart Retail and JSW Energy. These are few of the top gainers coming in on BSE 500. Again, on the losing streak as well, if you see the market breadth pretty much skewed towards the negative. So again, the bears are the ones who are taking in charge right now. Vodafone Idea, 11% kind of cuts we are seeing. Union Bank of India, NMDC, NCC, as well if you see in terms of Sadbhav Engineering, Oriental Bank, these are few of the top losers on BSE 500 as we speak. Moving away from that, let's quickly highlight few of the newsmakers today. DHFL has been gaining after receiving interest from 24 bidders. After that, you have a JSW Energy as well that has jumped the most in 2 weeks. A second consecutive session of gains coming in on the JSW Energy. We already spoke about TV18, that's Network 18, Hathway, Den. These three counters are also seeing smart gains, and that's what is keeping the index going in today's session. Apart from these names, let's see a few of the other counters. Kesoram Industries is shining in trade as they've got a note to raise almost around 1200 odd crores, so another one to focus on. IRCTC is trading higher on BSE today. You have JSW Steel that has slipped in trade, and this is despite emerging as a preferred bidder for 3 iron ore mines in Odisha. So that's another one from the metal space that's trading under pressure. Granules India is gaining in trade as well. If you see a Muthoot Finance that's trading in the green. So overall, a lot of individual stock specific action is what we are seeing, but the trend trend continues to remain bearish. Don't expect any major moves, and what happens in terms of European markets and how US markets open up after a holiday is something that could be having a bearing in today's session. In fact, that's all that we have in the afternoon update. Please subscribe to the Nirmal Bang challenge for channel for more updates. Thanks for watching.